Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we have some more casting news from Star Trek Discovery. We have Rainn Wilson, who we know from shows like The Office, to play a very well-known character from the original Star Trek series by the name of Harcourt Fenton Mudd, who we better may know as Harry Mudd. A very colorful character. And I really liked the episodes with Harry Mudd. Some people didn't really want them to choose Harry Mudd. I think they wanted them to do characters that were a bit more in line, more one-dimensional with the course on which Star Trek usually runs. We know the episodes of Harry Mudd throughout the original series were kind of odd a bit, off from the traditional type episodes, but they were very entertaining. I thought they were very interesting. And if you don't know who Harry Mudd is, if you don't remember or something like that, Harry Mudd was a smuggler, a con artist. He stole classified government information and he'd sell it to opposing governments and things like that. So his entire thing was about stealing information, stealing illegal drugs. And what's interesting about a character like Harry Mudd is he's doing all this in a universe, in a world where scarcity is almost eliminated, where you pretty much have unlimited energy. And I find it quite interesting that this character, although a world like this exists, he is still basically having a lot of issues we have today still. And that's smuggling, things like that, committing crimes, and he's incarcerated several dozen times. They just can't seem to hold him. He's always escaping from someplace or getting out of some jam and things like that. So I think a character like Harry Mudd is going to be very good for this type of Star Trek show, especially the direction a lot of us believe it may be going in, and that's with just dealing with a lot of issues outside of the Federation, dealing with life amongst normal citizens of the United Federation of Planets, and day-to-day things that go on, besides Starfleet and the Starfleet Command and things like that. So I think this is going to be great. I think it's going to be interesting. I also find it interesting looking at a character like Harry Mudd in the Star Trek universe, and one of my favorite episodes with him, where he had this illegal drug called the Venus drug, and what it basically would do was it would make people appear a lot younger, kind of preserve their youth and things like that. And it was illegal because of the side effects of it, and he's basically using it to sell these women off to lonely miners. One of my favorite Star Trek episodes. I remember watching it as a very, very young kid, but I just found that very interesting with the show and with the character, because I would think in a world with so many scientific advances that they would have figured out a way already to prolong life for a very long period of time, at least 200 to 300 years, or 500 or 1,000 years. And, apparently they haven't, but they're using these drugs to create this image that doesn't exist, where these women would appear young and beautiful and they weren't. And, you know, that kind of it just shows that the Star Trek world is still a world much like our own, that although some things have changed, or the more things have changed, the more they remain the same. And so I think a character like this is just going to be great for Star Trek Discovery. I think Rainn Wilson will do a great job playing Harry Mudd. I've watched him in many things. He's great at being this jovial and comedic actor, much like the original version here of Harry Mudd. But I hope he puts on some weight for the role too. I hope he can pull that off, because he's not quite as big as the original image of Harry Mudd, and I don't know if he's going to try to portray him exactly like. I think he's going to do a great job. I think he's going to portray him a lot more complicated than Harry Mudd. But I think Harry Mudd is that part of the Star Trek world that is what are some of the problems we could face in a futuristic world that seems almost to be, according to some philosophies, the perfect socialist utopia, which some people denounce and say it's more like the perfect communist utopia. But some are saying it's neither, that it may be more so a technocratic government where technology pretty much rules, but it's still seemingly dictated by a bureaucracy like Starfleet Command, Starfleet Captain, when Starfleet captains go against the government. But anyway, that's an entire different topic. One that I may do later about the government of Star Trek. I'm thinking about doing something like that. But anyway, guys, exciting news. I think Rainn Wilson is perfect for the role. Let me know your thoughts about if you like them casting Harcourt Fenton Mudd, or if you would have liked them to do someone else. And guys, if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.